Yo guys, what is up? It's Teach here, coming at you again with another video, and we are here on the Dino a Day review series, onto the Sabertooth. Now, a lot of people forget how useful this guy is. Well, especially early in mid-game, even in a couple scenarios late game. They used to not be very popular, however, there's a couple of things that make this guy awesome. One, reduced fall damage. If you don't like reduced fall damage, I don't know who you are, because reduced fall damage makes everything a lot easier. They have some absolutely bonkers stats in general. That's just because they're really only specifically keyed for one reason. Now let's talk about that reason. Now that specific reason that we have for this guy is cave runs, or to get you a massive amount of polymer. Now that is something that can be quite useful, so let's go ahead and give him those levels and show you what I mean by that. So, health-wise, not really valuable to level this guy. Nothing super special on him. There's nothing great. There's nothing terrible, so on and so forth. Stamina, he's got decent amount of stamina already, and he doesn't use too much, so leveling that isn't really useful. Weight can be helpful, just because if you're doing a cave run or something like that, you don't want to be quickly encumbered by the amount of stuff you're gathering. Where he really shines is by increasing that movement speed and increasing the melee speed. Now let me tell you why I increased the movement speed. Because he is pretty much the ultimate rundown machine. When someone's running from you or sniping, they probably have some really crazy movement speed, but they don't have unlimited stamina. So with this guy, what you can do, if someone's trying to run from you, you quite literally just chase them down, because look how slow his stamina goes down compared to a survivor. You just chase him down, and he can attack while he runs. So anyone that's trying to run from you, this is a great base defense, because you just run after him. It's almost impossible to hit this guy when he's moving, because he has such a small hitbox and you're moving so quickly. You can get picked off of him, but I mean, it's very hard, because you can see he's got such a great turn radius for PvP purposes. And that's just something really easy. You're not squishy enough to die in just one or two hits from a Giga or a Rex, especially if you've got some of these that are bred up. They're pretty good overall tames. But the big reason you want one of these has nothing to do with that. It has to do with these things. So he is actually one of the best gatherers of polymer in the game. This is on 1x, okay? 1x, no boosts, no anything. And from these little penguins, I'm getting a very decent starter amount of polymer, as you can see. Now you can also get these, not just the Kairuku, but you can also get access to Carcanos, or Carquinos, whatever you want to call them. The crabs. Now those crabs will give you a ton of polymer. As you can see, if you just go kill a local cluster of these Kairuku penguins of justice, or whatever you want to call them, they will give you a very solid amount of polymer. So not too bad. Another reason this guy is useful, outside of just these like polymer runs that people use early game, I mean, I think he's the best gatherer of polymer in the game, if I'm not mistaken, except for maybe the moss chops, but the moss chops is also a bit interesting with how you use them. / they're super squishy. But if you use this guy appropriately, you can pretty much take out whatever you need to. Now, another reason he's super valuable is cave runs. Now, the Sabertooth is very good at doing cave runs because it has a saddle. With a saddle, it's very difficult to take out a Sabertooth, just because that armor reduction. A lot of tames that used to be popular in caves, like wolves, anything that kind of drops down in there. I mean, you could even think of it like compared to like a Megatherium, Baryonyx, those kinds of tames. The issue with those tames, they're too big, they're too immobile, they don't have a saddle. The Sabertooth is kind of like the ultimate cave running machine. Now, the reason that he's a cave running machine, small, can jump really well, has a high damage output, and takes reduced fall damage, which is amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and show you a cave right now. This is the Ragnarok, I guess if you want to call it loot cave, but it's just the, oh boy, there's the lag, hello. Got to turn that game up in this bad boy here. But you can see, very effective to use this guy. You don't even need to worry about falling into those pits, and he can kind of be an early game pass point to pretty much everything in here. You'll notice that down there, you have to get across technically, so you don't want to fall. With the right amount of jump, you can actually make this jump with a Sabertooth. You saw it right there, not too difficult. And you can run this entire cave with just a saber. Now, Obviously, it's dangerous and it's something that you want to be careful of, but it's doable. That's the point that I have here. Oh, I fell. Oh well. But the benefit with a Sabertooth, even if you fall, there's nothing you have to worry about because you can just shred pretty much everything down here with relative ease and then just come out the back side of this thing. You could even speed through it on purpose if you wanted to do such a thing. Now, there's a cave drop. Hello, cave drop. And we're just going to keep moving around in here. I don't remember how to get out of this, but oh well. You can see high speed, high damage output, and capabilities to move makes the Sabertooth a very valuable caving tame. If you didn't know, that's down there as a free yellow drop for you. You have to kill all the things to get to it, which means there's a bunch of spiders, araneos, that kind of stuff down in here. But you can do it pretty easily if you're paying attention. So, oh, what the heck? Why am I stuck here? Anyways, Sabertooth as a whole, pretty awesome tame. I have no idea why he is stuck there and can't get past that point. That's interesting. But you can see, mobile, easy to use, high utility early game, and just fun in general because it's got that high speed. So, anyways, hopefully this video helps you out. And the Sabertooth, give it a try. All right, teach. Out.